Honestly, most of the time, I feel like at least 30% of your D&D has been in the wild on trains, on bikes that are broken.
Since moving, yeah.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that tracks. I mean, really, just since
Yeah.
I started working, um, yeah, because like I get out
Since
like
you moved.
right as we're start. So it's okay. The worst was
Yeah,
definitely the broken bike. That was the worst.
that was awful.
Yeah,
But
I'm surprised no one
All
helped
right,
you.
are we
You were
all
just
here?
talking to yourself about magic.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're all here.
yeah. We're ready when you're
Can we
ready,
get
my
started?
friend.
All right, let's get started. Welcome to Streams. Today we will be our first session of our new world that I homebrewed in about 2 months. Uh, all of it will go to shit, and none of it's going to make any sense. But we're here for it. We start today by zooming in between. The camera pans across the entire world at first. We see in one corner the bustling city of Amnela. We see tons and tons of humans and this almost like technological marvel of a city just covered in bricks and ancient wood stone carvings, and we see the humans and the other races there just kind of mingling and talking, and then suddenly we whoosh off to the other side where the other main archipelago area of Submela, where we see some Ganassi and the other people there just totally, the Ganassi specifically having just a total party, while we see Dragonborn and Goliath and other people just throwing their papers up in the air as they get knocked out by drunk people. While Amnela is a technological marvel and a grand city, Submela looks like a microcosm of that. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit less grand, and just generally a little less extravagant, while the people itself are more extravagant. We then zoom off onto the middle of the country or the world to find Kiln, a major farming fishing district, kind of archipelago, where every single island is connected by bridges and farming estates, and we see all this kind of the people just mingling across the world. Everyone is welcome here, and it's one big melting pot, but it's called Kiln. Instead, we push forward off into that other corner of the world where we see towers upon towers upon towers upon towers of just buildings. And you would think that this is, babe, Ember's crying again. Sorry. Do you want me to go get her? And just like hold her?
Oh,
Do you want me to just go
the
get her and
loves
hold her?
of being a dad. A new dad.
I know.
Dungeon Daddy.
Hey,
Dungeon Daddy. I am your Dungeon Daddy Gray. we see Flitterdown. Flitterdown. If Amnela is a technological marvel and Submela is a microcosm of a technological marvel, Flitterdown is in itself a technological anomaly. There's magic and floating stones and people flying all over the place to just deliver papers after paper after paper after paper. And we see tons of inventions occurring all the time, all around the area. And we see the Kenku and the Kobolds and the Grungs all gathering together to discuss philosophy and science and everything else that goes on there. And then finally, we flash on over to the most desolate, wind-driven, cold place we've ever seen, the cradle of the world, where we see the Tabaxi generals and their leaders training other people in the at the cradle to defend the rest of streams and just be on top of there and defend against the sea monsters and the glyph fleet around the world. We finally flash to the glyph fleet, which is a humongous armada of galleons and smaller ships just soaring across the water. And we see the captain, the fleet commander Triton, Three Prong, standing atop his flagship and just surveying his land. We leave these larger areas and come to a small sailing vessel. It's not as big as a galleon, but it's not quite as small as a rowing boat. It's more of just a small trading ship. It's halfway between Kiln and Submela at this point. And we start to just kind of zoom in, and we see right off the bat, we see another Triton standing at the helm of the ship. He's just kind of surveying his land. Greg, could you describe your character?
All right. Honestly, this is the biggest Triton you guys have ever seen. Absolutely massive. He's coming in at a whopping 5'4", a full head taller than all the other crewmates. People from his tribe, the old Needle woman, say that there might have been another Triton who's taller than him who came in at 5'5", but he was half Goliath, so it doesn't count. He is light cyan color. He has like a mohawk fin on his head. His left hand is just a claw like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's covered in tattoos that are sea green. They're like glowing with magical energy. One's a giant sawfish on his back, and then there's like it's fighting a kraken, and the tentacles go up his arms. And he's just hanging out, having a grand old time. And he was born to be on the sea. He's very confident with what he's doing and his duties.
Great. So, Johnny, as you are standing there, the captain of the ship comes up to you. This is Captain Modi. He is a sperm whale folk. He's old. He is just
Spermy.
grizzled. He's covered in spermy. No, it's Modi. He's covered in scars. He's missing an eye, and he comes up to you and he goes, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "Dinner." He goes, "Now there, Johnny. We're getting out to open sea. We're getting close to where we need to be. I think, I'm glad you're here. We definitely need you for protection on this incoming ruin dive. How are you feeling?"
Feeling great as always. It's great to get a chance to explore the ruins. I'm ready to serve you guys whatever we need. I want to prove myself to Three Prong.
That's great. I know. I was so grateful for Three Prong to give me this opportunity to branch off from the Glyph Fleet and become part of the Amnela Trading Company. But we all have to remember our roots. And so as you guys are talking at the prow of the ship, we suddenly zoom up to the crow's nest, and you guys hear a little bit of a ruckus going on. And let me just change the song.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
So you see two.
So Garrett and Austin, describe your characters. What's happening?
Yeah, so you see two characters that they've just finished mulling over their school notes, and they're preparing for something else. And as soon as they close their books and stuff, they stand up and
prepare for a rumble
and make it double.
Uncover the mysteries within our nation.
To find the magic within temptation.
To know the truth of death and time.
To rid streams of all crime and patent crime.
Egan.
Opie.
The
Zardy boys are back to surrender your artifacts and prepare to fight. Oh no, we did so bad, dude. We gotta really land the ending. We really... I thought I nudged you right, to tell you when to start, no?
You did fine.
Okay, it's fine.
You see,
okay.
You guys see as you guys are talking and everything, a bunch of rocks and other rope kind of start throwing at you, and you guys, stop it! You guys have been doing this fucking shit all day. You're not helping out. You promised you'd be helping out. Get down here and start helping. swab the decks. Clean up the scallops on the bottom of the boat.
Yummy scallop.
Oh god. I'm gonna then just like cast light behind us and be like,
How'd you like to work full time?
we'll be on whatever mission you need us to be. Because we are the Zardy Boys.
Egan just flexes behind him.
More rocks just come at you, but they kind of at this point stop yelling, and they just kind of leave you alone. And they're like, all right, whatever. These guys are gonna do whatever the fuck they want. Just leave them alone. We're gonna be better. You kind of hear grumbling, and they're like, we're gonna be better if we just let them do their own thing, whatever, blah blah blah. And we leave them up at the top of the. We leave them at the top of the crow's nest, and we go down below decks, where we meet. Let's go back to the other song. I don't need this one anymore. We meet. We see the kitchen staff that are just hustling and bustling away. But they are, to anyone who comes into there, they are obviously irritated. Something is causing them to have a problem, not get the food that they want out as easily. Whoops, what just happened there? I just reloaded. That's cool. And we see Kenku sitting at the desk, at the kitchen, kind of acting like the kitchen staff, who are obviously cooks, as though they're his own bar, and just ordering drinks and just bantering. Nick, would you describe your character?
Yes, hold on a second. So, I'm a Kenku. I am colored like a penguin, so it looks like I'm wearing a tuxedo. But then on top of that, I'm wearing an actual tuxedo. Can't do a good British accent, so I'm gonna go for bad Australian and just try to do James Bond quotes. Was it a martini? Shaken, not stirred.
You see these cooks come up, and they're like, they're like a bunch of like halflings and gnomes, and they're just kind of running the kitchen like, you can't fucking work in here. We're trying to work. You can't do this right now. Get the fuck out of here. We're not a bar. This is a draining vessel.
Ahoy. Please, darling, we can handle this with a sense of poison and rationality.
There's no fucking poison rationality here. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
I definitely try to like swipe a decanter or something on my way out.
Yeah. You see one of the servants actually does like pass you a martini really quick, and he gives you a wink, and he's like, keep up the good work. And then you try and pull his martini or a decanter as you go out. So he actually hands you a martini glass and like a decanter of like some like small proof liquor that's not going to go missing. And you decide to go back up on to the decks. Sitting on the decks is we see just kind of sitting in the middle of everything, not doing anything. Probably a little too. It's probably a little too rickety and wavy for their old age, and just kind of like everything that they're doing. They don't really have their sea legs, even though they want to. We see an old tabaxi woman. Dave, describe your character.
So, sitting there on the rickety little surface, you see an absolutely oversized.
Oh my god, the suspense!
No,
It is
oversized.
So-
What?
Set of skin, I said.
Oh no, Dave, you got to go back. You cut it out right at oversized.
So you see an absolutely oversized set of skin for the body that it is on. Just wrinkles upon wrinkles hanging many, many inches off of the limbs. A gorgeous speckled pelt of an aged 88-year-old tabaxi, just inches away from death. And she sits there timidly, glancing off into the waves, thinking of brighter times and hoping for as many more as she can handle.
You see, as you sit there, you see this old sea-legged man comes up to you. He's like obviously been there for a long time. This is like the oldest person on the ship. He like sidles up to you and is like, "Hey there, mama. What are you doing on this ship?"
To the grandma? The grandma to that?
Yeah, it's another old guy.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
it's like a 75-year-old man. He's
Funny
like
grandpa.
He's like a 75-year-old dragonborn. He's like super old. He's like scarred. He's missing a leg. You know, he's seen the times on this ship. But he's like, you know, he comes up to you. He's still trying to get some.
So yeah, so Waxy would kind of slowly sit forward a little bit. Go, hey there, sweet thing. Why don't you come a little bit closer and let me tell you? And gestures for him to lean in.
He definitely absolutely leans in, like he's like, yeah, what's going on?
Waxy grabs him by the scruff, lifts him in the air, and just goes, "None of your shit, fucking beeswax, you piece of shit," and throws him.
Oh, Ahoy Grandpa. Now he's the sympathetic character.
He flies across the boat, lands up there, and he goes, "Oh, I guess I kind of deserved that, didn't I? I like him feisty. I'll see you later." And he kind of scuttles off.
She goes,
the rest of the boat kind of goes about.
She kind of just huddles and just goes, she's like, "Damn, gentlemen don't know how to behave around a lady."
So the rest of the ship kind of goes on. Everyone goes going about their daily business. Waxy kind of ignored. PBJ, you're kind of sitting. You know, you've made your way up to the top, and I assume that you're kind of like swirling your martini and just downing from the decanter, looking out on the ocean. Opie and Egan, you're kind of just like hanging out in the crow's nest, pretending to like point at stuff, like, "Oh, yeah, that's it." And then Johnny, you're still watching. You like kind of know what's coming up soon. You're just scanning the area. Time passes for a little while. You guys get farther and farther away from Samela. Egan and Opie, this is the farthest you've ever traveled from home. This is totally new territory to you. Both Waxy and PBJ, you kind of have traveled far from your homes at this point. This is not really new to you. And Johnny, you're home to the open ocean. What I'd like to do, though, is have everyone give me an insight check as we get closer and farther away from Samela.
Oh, boy.
While we're doing that insight
First
check,
roll of the campaign.
I'm gonna also change over to my computer as opposed to my phone.
I got a 15 insight.
Okay.
Insight. I got Opie got a 17.
Okay, sick.
This tracks. Egan doesn't notice shit.
Yeah, Opie's like really fixated on every like feature that he is seeing. He's like looking for any ruins we pass, any like on any islands or anything, and trying to like identify anything he can see.
Yeah, so you're right out in the open ocean right now, so there's not a lot going on. But you do know that you are going directly, like you are going to a ruin. You know that you're where you're going. Johnny, what did you get?
17.
Okay. And then Waxy, insight check.
Still pulling up games again on my computer.
Okay, cool. Whatever you get, it just is a thing. Johnny, PB&J, and Opie, you guys all know that you have left kind of the safe territory of Samela and the kind of guarded areas that the Cradle has sent out Navy options to. And you've now entered more into the open waters of the Glyph Fleet. There is got a 9. Sick. Yeah, you guys, everyone has kind of, the hustle and bustle from before, everyone's kind of settled down. It kind of, you would think the crew is getting ready for, like, almost like ready for battle at any moment, because the Glyph fleet can just appear and then just absolutely destroy these ships, these trading ships that come up. Egan and Waxy, you don't know shit. It got a little quiet. You guys are like, wait, what's going on? It just got a little quiet. You're like, why? What happened? But yeah,
I would immediately
farther and farther up. Yeah.
I'd imagine that like Ophi would like immediately like nudge Egan and be like, "Hey."
Egan's definitely been casting shape water, trying to splash anyone getting close to the edge of the ship. And was like, "Oh, okay."
Waxy, would that be? We're supposed to be quiet right now, correct?
No, like everyone else has been like kind of settled down and like quieted, and like kind of just like it's like going about their business. That's what you kind of like notice. Like everyone's just gotten quiet.
Okay.
You don't know why.
Never mind then. She would just sit down and rest her bones.
Okay.
Rest her bones.
Travel off for.
She gotta rest her skin.
All the skin that she has. You guys travel out for a few more hours. Everyone goes about their business. Everything's fine. You guys get closer and closer to a small island. It's not really anything huge. It's kind of just like got a bunch of greenery and like a large cave opening onto it. This cave has your classic like Greco-Roman architecture where it's like columns and like old yellowed stone and like moss growing on the outside of it, leading deeper into a cave. And it's like a small island section around it, enough for your ship to kind of just like land and for some people to embark. You guys get closer and Captain Modi comes up and goes, all right, guys, came here for a mission. Amnela Trading Company today. We have people, we got to get some of the artifacts in these ruins, these lesser ruins right here. And I got a perfect party picked out directly for who needs to, is going on. I'm sending Egan, Ophi, PBJ, Johnny Claw, and Waxy. You're all going into those ruins.
Wait, that's all of us.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Wow!
Plot hook revealed.
I wonder what that means.
And the party together. There's like a kind of a small uproar from some of the more seasoned crew, especially like maybe like one or two. There's if you go into a lesser ruins, there's a chance of riches and like you get to sell. There's stuff going on. So the fact that these new people and the people that kind of have these contracts and there's none of the seasoned crew going in is kind of a big deal. They seem pretty upset. And Modi goes, calm down. These are the people I've decided. There's some slipstreams nearby. We need most of the seasoned crew on the cast. We just need to be careful. And then these are the people that have chartered the crew and have, they need to go in there for a specific reason. And everyone seems to quiet down at that. Do you guys say anything? Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, Ophi would nudge Egan, be like, all right, time to do it again. This time we've practiced, right? And then they would like go to do the same intro with like the Team Rocket thing and be like, the Zardy boys are on the job.
You see that actually quiets down people more, and they go, "Oh, yeah, make an insight check. Make an insight check. Both of you guys make an insight check."
Oh, just like
boy, that's a natural 2. I mean, it's still a 9, but.
Yeah, the crew really seems to like you guys.
Yeah, I immediately
they thought
say
that routine the second time was a lot better than the first time. Or even the next, 20 to 30 times you guys did it on the boat on the way over there. This was awesome for them. They loved it.
We high five.
I would just like to point out that for in my visual description of Waxy, I forgot she has a really cool hat. So,
Are you gonna tell us what it looks like, or do we get to imagine the hat ourselves?
you get to imagine it.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
Your own hat.
We all see a different hat. It's his magic item.
Love it.
Yeah, so if you guys have nothing else to do, let me finish chewing, and then I'll go on.
No, go right now.
Hurry.
Modi says, listen guys, go into the dungeon for me, go into the ruins for me, get whatever you can, come back out. Oh, and he pulls you, Ophi, and Egan aside right before you guys go in. He goes, listen, we know that you guys came out here on a mission. We'll sign your paperwork as soon as we get back to Submela. Not a big deal. We'll get you guys graduated. It is what it is. This is not a dangerous ruin.
Wow, I feel like you emphasized the fact that I was like the only one that had to do this assignment. I feel like you had to you subtext your way into there with that, and I don't appreciate that.
He looks at you and he goes, Ophi, you are the only person that had to do this assignment. There's no subtext to that.
Okay. And he just has can he make a history check or something to see if he knows what ruin we're at?
Yeah, go for make a history check.
Okay.
Can Wax also make a history check? With,
what the heck?
Waxy can also make a history check.
Is there a life story check?
Your life story? Did you forget?
No.
God damn, I only got a 13.
I got a natural 3 on that one, so that is a 7. We are thriving right now. Maybe it might be time to change this. 2 rolls in.
Waxy, this is a relatively small ruin. Nothing really has this is just a small ruin that really has been lost on the map before. You don't really know anything about it. It's relatively benign. There's maybe some stuff in there, but there may not be, and that's kind of what happens with the Amnela Trading Company. Sometimes they get good stuff, and sometimes they don't.
Waxy would turn to the party and go, "Hey guys, this is just a small ruin, and it's one of those lesser ruins that kind of becomes benign over time. There might or may or not be some good things in here, but yeah, just kind of happens. This is what the trading company does."
What did you get, Opie?
A 7.
This is a big ruin. This is a big deal. This is a lesser ruin of Prester, the water god, the god of the waves or whatever I called him. This is a cut off of those ruins. This is a big deal.
Ophi turns to Egan and says, "Hey, bud. You know how sometimes you just get too caught up in something? Yeah, this is the ruin I forgot to read because I was too caught up learning about that one plant I found.
Egan
I don't know
laughs.
where we
Can
are.
I do a history check?
You can do a history check, yeah.
Egan up to this point did not care what ruin it was until Ophi was concerned that he didn't know, and I got a 17.
This is a nothing ruin. This is a shoot off from another greater ruin potentially. It's just kind of spouted up. This is literally not a big deal ruin. This is as Waxy said, this is what the trading company does. It's a gamble. It may or may not be helpful to dive into it.
Egan just laughs and says, "You were better off not wasting your time reading about this. Don't stress it," and claps him on the back of the head.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Johnny Claw, can you do a history check on the ruin for me? I really want to be sure.
Egan wasn't paying attention until Opie said something. So that was solely if like Egan knew and Egan was paying attention.
Yeah, no, I know.
So Johnny got a 13.
This is
Think
a
of
lesser
more
ruin.
information.
There's nothing
This is
special
a
here.
lesser ruin.
It's a lesser ruin. There's nothing special here. This is a gamble to see if there's anything there.
I think with like Egan being like, oh no, it's fine. Opie's then just gonna like strap up. He's just gonna start getting ready. He's gonna like put on his tunic. He's like putting his like brown hair back into like the bun and stuff, like making sure that that's all tight. Preparing to like go into prepare to Zardy boy. Prepare to dungeon dive.
I deserve it, boy.
What do your characters look like? Because you just
we just did our thing.
Descriptions and then an event.
So Ophi has like brown, dark hair. He's an Earth Ganassi, so he has like also brown skin. He kind of looks like Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. TM. And he's wearing like blue and black robes that kind of like are draped over them. They have like a school symbol, and they also have like the class major for like necromancy on them, as he's a necromancy wizard. And usually he like has it draped kind of large so it can like cast a bigger shadow, because normally either following him on his shadow or on someone with Egan is his familiar oh god, I forgot my wait. I didn't write the familiar's name down that I came up with. His familiar on which is a rummy nose or a cat-like shadow creeper that is following behind him. Oh, it's Metal. That's what it was. Metal. There we go.
Like Mathil, but it's Metal.
Oh god.
Egan is a fire ganassi, but due to an accident where he consumed some chemicals from his brother's experiments as a small child, instead of red hair, he has an off-green hair because he swallowed some copper sulfate, and it turned all of his flames greenish. He is wearing like a one-sleeve like robe type thing. He's got a family pendant on, some baggy pants. Really just is there for comfort and ready for any sort of adventure.
Sweet. So we have that. You guys dive into the ruins. You walk in as per normal. You just dive right in. You kind of... You okay? Okay, Ember is crying, so I guess Emma is going to upstairs.
Dungeon
as per
Daddy.
normal, Dungeon Daddy. As is normal, you guys cross a certain threshold in this deep dungeon. You dive down. You walk down some steps for a little while, and then Egan and Ophi, you guys know this is normal. Everyone else would, to a certain extent, know this is normal as well. You cross a certain threshold in the ruin, and then torches light up, kind of like illuminating, 60 feet down from you. So you can kind of see like which way it's going, what's happening in which direction, and just kind of like a general sense of everything.
Wait, so just to clarify, is it like we just see that the torchlights come on, or we like walk to a certain point, then all of a sudden like snap, they come on?
You walk to past a certain point, like you walk down the stairs, walk a few feet into the dungeon, it's still pitch black, and then you walk past like one layer of stone, and then it snaps, all of them come on.
Okay, yeah. Ophi is immediately going to be on like self-defense mode, and he's going to be like, he's like looking all around, just kind of.
This is normal. I just want to emphasize that you guys know this is like normal for a ruin.
Yeah, but he's still like, now that
okay.
he's always kind of like in like self-defense mode, but he's like or he's also like always prepared, but he's also like looking around to see if like, oh, does he see like any like drawings or anything on the wall to give him like a little more information about where he is.
Yeah, sure. If you want to do that, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh.
While he's doing this, Egan touches his pendant and casts mage armor just to be safe because we're squishy. Touching the pendant is for no reason other than to have like an Iron Man moment where it like comes out from that direction.
Yeah, you guys see this bright, shining, like illusory armor just caresses, covers Egan. What you get? Caresses. It like kind of goes and like rubs your cheek a little bit before riding back.
Ooh,
what'd you get on that perception check?
A 7.
Yeah, you don't see anything. This is there's some torches turned on, and you were like tight. Those were really distracting for you. You guys walk into the dungeon. You go about 60 feet, and then everybody give me another perception check.
Okay, that was a 14.
Egan's perception is -1, so he got a 13.
Hey, I rolled a 14 too, though. Flat on the die. Zardy boys.
Yeah, high five. For reasons we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 9.
Johnny got a 21.
Okay.
Waxy got an 18.
Okay. Waxy and Johnny, you guys hear the scuttling of feral goblins and kobolds, kind of like trying to hide in the walls, like in down narrow passageways coming forward. PBJ, Egan, Ophi, you guys don't hear that.
Waxy's claws would kind of come out of her paws, and you'd hear them scrape into the stone a little bit, and she would reach for her sling, her like slingshot, and like with shaky hands bring it up, just go, there's goblins afoot, get ready.
These aren't like the goblins of like Flitterdown. These are like the goblins. These are like feral tribe goblins that have like kind of like sequestered themselves into various ruins to like kind of like hide and like survive to a certain extent.
Okay, so then she would lower her sling.
They're still dangerous.
Oh, lower it, then raise it up again and go, they're probably still dangerous.
Hearing this, Egan's definitely going to pull out his familiar, which is a little minkling, which is like a tiny, it's got a llama-shaped body, but it looks like a lion. And its like little underteeth are poking out. And it's equally as like, it's too proud for its size.
And then on top of it is sitting Ophi's familiar, the rummy-nosed cat, just like curled up in like the darkness of the mane of the inkling.
Phenomenal. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing? Just like you're Waxy, you're kind of set up. Johnny, do you do anything? PBJ, do you do anything?
I pull a small pebble out of my pocket that I have already used magical tinkering to imbue with a recorded message that can be heard from 10 feet away. That is just me screaming emo lyrics because that's what this character is. With the intention to try to huck it somewhere down the passageway. So that it will then turn on and like they'll hear that and try to find who went past them.
Okay. We're gonna make a little thing. Make a perception check.
Do passive perceptions matter? Because Mihos the Minkling has a pretty good one.
I mean, what's his passive perception?
15.
It doesn't see it doesn't notice anything other than that Johnny and Waxy already noticed.
I rolled a 7, but my deception is +8, so that's a 15.
Yeah, you guys, everyone kind of hears this pebble kind of get thrown, and then starts screaming stuff, and you guys hear the skittering of feet chasing after the pebble a little bit. They rolled a natural 2 on the die, or perception or whatever.
Johnny
so they
doesn't
totally
say anything, but his shoulders lower. He was looking forward to just beating some goblins with his massive claw. He wasn't like scared. He didn't reach for any of his weapons, but like he was looking to just like smack around some goblins with his big lobster claw.
As you lower your shoulders, you take. What do we want to do here? What do you take? What is this? 5 points of damage as a little kobold runs up from the shadow, like right behind you from another hallway, and just kind of stabs you in the leg and goes, and then runs off. Everyone roll initiative.
Wait,
How many of these there are?
can I not get a reaction or something? Is it? I guess I don't have anything to react with, to be honest.
I mean, I guess you can get a reaction if you really want to.
Hey, what the? I'll just. Ophi would just yell, like, what the hell, man?
It's a 17 for initiative for Bromley.
God damn.
27 for Egan.
Jesus. Johnny got a 20.
Ophi also got a 20.
What is your paladin initiative?
I have +8 because I can add my intelligence, and my intelligence is maxed out.
God.
He controls time.
we are.
He's quirky like that.
Egan is absolutely disgusting. We have some disgusting party members in this. Their stats are just awful. Okay.
But I only have 3 18s. It's not that good. I have a single 20.
I should like display our stats.
Stat scores. Johnny got a 20. Egan got a 27.
Oh, sorry, 20, yeah.
PBJ, what did you get? 17?
15, yep.
Okay. And then Waxy, what did you get?
I got a 7.
Wait, what did that kobold roll to hit me?
A 16.
I have 18 armor class.
It got a +4.
Oh, good for the kobold. I'm proud of him.
Good for the
kobold.
I knew it hit because I was like, as long as it's a +2, and I know it has at least a +2 to hit, so it definitely hit. But yeah.
And you said 5 damage?
You take 5 damage, yeah. Okay, so we got
Sean would almost be dead
Egan. At level 5?
Yeah. That's like a...
Ophi, what is your dex? Johnny and Ophi, what are your dexes?
Just +1.
Modifiers.
I have +4.
Okay, so Johnny's gonna go.
I'm a physical monster.
He is a physical monster. Okay,
I should join the Olympics.
Do we have Olympics on the archipelago?
On streams.
Glyph has some form of, Olympics, sporting events.
There's only biathlons, though. It's swimming and then running. There's not enough room to do.
Yeah, and it kind of wasn't fair because the Tritons and like all of the aquatic people were like really good at swimming, so it was like not really super fair. Okay, Egan, you're first to act. You see,
What do I see?
Surprising
out
no
of the
one.
corners. Yeah, you see creeping out of the corners, just a bunch of little kobolds. You see like 3 kobolds and like 4 goblins just kind of like sneaking up out of a hallways, like 2 behind you, 3 in front of you, and like on various sides.
So we were surrounded. Great.
Yep. You guys are in a hallway, and on both sides of you, there's in front of you. A kobold casts fireball. You guys, right in the middle of you guys.
Jeez.
The other one casts ice ball.
Really?
Really want to end this fast, don't you?
There's that one shot.
There was the
I
one
guess
shot that almost killed Kisara.
We'll cast magic missile, I suppose.
Tight, right?
We're gonna hit 3 different creatures. Probably 2 in front of us and 1 behind.
Okay.
Trying to find what my spell attack is.
It would be your intelligence plus
Plus
proficiency,
8?
so I think you have +8. Yeah.
So we have.
Oh, magic missile automatically hits.
Oh, it's true. Magic missile does automatically hit. I forgot.
So
I knew something was funky about magic missile.
1d4 plus 1.
Was it 1d4 plus 1? So yeah, so just
Like
to roll 3
3?
d4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can target 3 people or 1 person. 3
Yeah, we're gonna
times.
target 3 different people.
Yep.
We got 3, 1, 4.
So 4, 5, and 2.
Yes.
All right. So who are you hitting?
2, whoever's in front of us, and like we're gonna, without looking, like shoot one back at someone behind us.
The one you back is the kobold, and it's immediately dead with the 5. It's immediately dead.
Love.
The kobold is dead, and 2 of the goblins are immediately looking really injured, just like badly hurt. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Cool. All right. Next is Johnny.
The kobold who hit me, is that the one that just got iced?
No, that was a different one.
Oh, so do I see the one that hit me?
Yeah, it's like right next to you. It didn't move.
Oh.
It's just going.
I literally
just
just
next to you.
reach over and crush its head. Just
Okay.
with an unarmed strike.
Roll an attack.
All right, LSD, relax.
Alright, okay, I am proficient in unarmed strikes. So that's a 24.
What is your to hit?
24 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely
And
hit
it does 5 damage, I think. 1 plus my strength, and my tattoos make my unarmed strikes
yes,
magical.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
it just does 5 damage
Do you reach
automatically.
Do you reach out with your claw or with your hand?
With my claw, obviously.
Oh,
Just snip.
obviously.
Okay, obviously, yeah. You this little guy's going, yeah, and you just blood spatters everywhere as you just absolutely destroy this kobold's head.
And then I'm gonna
dead.
jump over to one of the goblins and basically do the same thing. Just try to like pin it to the wall with my claw. Not even taking my clubs that's on my back out, or the javelins, or my sword.
Okay.
I'm just so.
Yeah. So roll a hit.
That's only a 17 to hit. Only.
That hits. Only a 17.
So that's another 5 damage.
Yeah, the one that got hit by Egan's magic missile, again, just with your claw and just open up and it just splits in half and goes, and just is dead. Next is any bonus action?
No, I don't think I need to rage for this. I think
Alright.
I'm alright.
I
I do mending. I don't know if it's a boning action, but I want to mending my pants where I got jabbed with that spear and fix my pants.
Yeah, you go and your pants just fix itself. PBG, that's you.
Wait, I also got a 20.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Opie, it's your turn. My bad.
So what? Who's left? What do I see left?
So you see 4 goblins left. There's 2 goblins in front and 2 goblins behind you, and there's 1 kobold in front of you.
Okay.
And the badly injured one, goblin, is in front of you. The magic missile like tore off one of its arms, and it's like ah. So like it has a little dagger, and it's like no. It's like asking the kobold to like breathe fire on it, and like he's gonna cauterize his wound.
Oh my god. Okay.
Feral little creature.
Yeah, Ophi's not. What else do I see? Like, Ophi kind of doesn't really care.
You're in like a hallway. There's some offshoot hallways that you think lead to like little rooms. There's not a lot else going on right now. You didn't make it that far into this ruin before you got ambushed.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret doing this, but like Ophi's kind of like, been here, done this before. Okay, this is just this stupid like kobold and goblin phase. So he's just gonna like walk casually towards like one of the directions that has like a hallway, and then like there's like some creature, like there's some of the goblins, right? Like he'll like walk past them.
Yeah, there's some female and children goblins kind of like hiding out in a little room. They're kind of like as they are just kind of chilling there. They're a little afraid.
He's gonna like I guess like look at them and be like, "There's no need to be afraid. We don't really want to fight. Just like we're here for something." And he's gonna like turn to the group. He's like, "Wait, what are we getting here again, guys? I never asked that question.
As you turn around,
thought we were exploring."
As you turn around, and like kind of like talk, one of the goblins jumps at you, and
wait, no, I wanted to like walk. If I was like walking past one of the aggressive goblins, I was gonna do something instead.
Oh, you are. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
So as I was like walking casually, like my idea was like I was gonna walk casually, and then like as I pass them, I'm just gonna witch bolt them.
Okay.
Very casually.
Yeah. So you will have to roll this with disadvantage though, because it will be within 5 feet of you. Unless you want to do it like as you walk up. So like it's with at 10 feet you witch bolt it.
Yeah, we'll do that at like 10 feet.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, that's a.
Are you aiming for the kobold or the goblin?
Whichever one's closer, I guess.
Okay. I mean, they're like equidistance away from you. They're like kind of like standing next to each other.
Okay, we'll go with the kobold.
Okay, cool.
And that was a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
It absolutely hits.
Okay, that's 1d12. That's 11 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. With his witch bolt like stop, and it's just like fucking incinerated with this thunder and lightning energy that comes out. And and just incinerated.
And
you
then
see actually the little
like,
goblin as he gets incinerated, he tries to cauterize his wound with his burning friend.
Practical. I respect that.
While that's happening, then Ophi's gonna like continue walking up, and then he'll like say what he said before to the family that like, hey, we don't really want to fight. What?
Okay. The goblin is going to try and get an opportunity attack on you.
He's within range. Or
yeah, you had to
like
pass both of them.
Oh, whatever.
They were on either side.
He cast shield.
Okay. It misses. It rolled a natural 5 anyways. So
damn, I should have waited. Whatever.
It's gone.
Well, now you're safe from these very threatening goblins for the rest of the round.
Actually, the one I was going to hit you with in the family was rolled an 18. So that could have maybe done like 6 damage. Yeah, you walk up to the family, and the other goblins just saw you incinerate this kobold, and they go, oh, okay, and they kind of just like run deeper into like the shadows and kind of like disappear. PBJ, that's you now. There are 4 goblins left, 2 in front and 2 behind.
So, given that Dunny exploded someone, and I'm in a full tuxedo, I definitely kind of dodged out of the way to like make sure it didn't stain like Mate, darling, come on. I would definitely say something along the lines of, darling, a sense of poise and rationality about these things. Walk towards the closest goblin, like adjusting my text to make sure, and then the semantic component of me casting poison spray is definitely adjusting my bow tie so it shoots out like a fucking clown flower.
Okay. What do you do for poison spray? Is that roll? Is it an attack roll? Or is it a dex save?
It is a Constitution save.
Okay, Constitution save. What's your DC?
Good question.
It's 8 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency.
Proficiency, 14?
So at least 11.
Yeah.
14.
14. It actually saves. It rolled a 15 on the die with a +0 Constitution. So it's gonna take damage.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else. Okay.
They get a lot of poisonous bow ties in these parts. He was ready for it.
Yeah, this goblin. This is the goblin that got its arm shot off. So it sees you come up, adjusts your bow tie, and steals itself. And it's like, ah! Like kind of like has a scimitar. They go.
Okay. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, how much damage do you do, or is it no damage?
Oh, is it?
It's no
I don't know
damage.
poison spray off the top of my head.
Yeah, I actually think it is no damage.
Yes, most cantrips are saber suck.
Yeah, it's must succeed a saving throw or take 1d12, so it's like, it's nothing.
Oh, it sucks. Okay, cool. I really thought it was dead, but it was not. Even at level 5? That's terrible. It must be 2d12 at level 5.
Oh yeah, 2d12
okay,
at level 5.
Okay. The goblin in front of you, PBJ, is gonna see that he like steals the stuff, wipes himself off with the scimitar he's holding, and he's gonna make some attacks. What's your armor class?
My
He's gonna
armor
make
class
a attack.
is
Just
13.
7 attacks.
Oh, it hits. It hits. Your take
2 damage.
8 damage. You take 8 damage.
Oh shit.
The other goblin is going to come up from behind you, Ophi, and it's going to attack you. It misses. The shield comes up behind you, and it stabs with its scimitar, and it actually shatters the scimitar.
I just like
and then the
look
two
back
come
at
up.
it and like roll my eyes.
Then the other two behind, one's going to come up for you, Waxy, and the other one's going to come for you, Johnny. Waxy, what's your armor class?
15. However,
He
Is that
leveled
the
it,
skin?
however.
Does the skin like flap up and like protect you?
I wish. No, yeah.
It's
so
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it hits exactly on a 15.
God damn it.
You take 3 points of damage.
Wait. Okay, I'm not done.
Okay.
Waxy as a reaction would turn around and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, tight. Okay.
So yeah, she points her finger, and the creature that damaged me is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames, and must make a dex saving throw. So yeah.
What's your save?
What?
What's your save?
Oh, 16.
Ooh.
Oh, it passes.
God
Ooh,
damn
a
it.
high save. A pretty nice save.
Yeah, it rolled a 16 on the die.
All right.
I only roll well during while DMing. Is it does it take half, or is it just it fails? It takes no damage.
Half damage, so 6 damage.
Takes 6 damage. Okay. This goblin ran up to you, took an attack, dealt you some damage, and immediately almost gets immolated and is almost burned away. It's like standing there, is like and it's just standing there, so badly injured. The last one is going to take an attack on you, Johnny. It misses terribly. It like tries to like at least even rip your pants, and it just totally fails. We go back up to the top of the order. Time shimmers around you, Egan, as you kind of like see all the stuff happening, and you just surge forward. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, Waxy's turn. It's Waxy's turn. I forgot. I got rid of all the kobolds. It's Waxy's turn.
He was seeing into the future with his time magic, and that's what he saw happen.
Yes, yeah, he was seeing all this time magic. He was seeing what Waxy was about to do.
So Waxy, after turning and her eyes lighting up with the flames of hell as she cast Hellish Rebuke, would then lean in close to the immolated goblin and say, "My dear, would you care for some sweets?" And on sweets, her breath would come out as poison spray.
Heinous.
And
let's make that con save.
Yeah,
I was worried about what the fold smelled
what's
like.
Your save?
Apparently.
16 again.
I think it fails. So yeah, you breathe this poison out of your breath, and then it immediately goes, seizes up and just collapses dead.
It does 22 damage as well.
Jesus.
22 damage?
Yep.
You breathe on this guy rather than him seizing up. He just melts. It just melts. How much acid just came out of you?
And Waxy like huddles around and goes, "Okay."
We'll go back up to the top of the order now. Egan, you just saw Waxy breathe poison and melt somebody. It's your turn.
Who's left and where are they standing?
There's one goblin behind you and then two in front of you. There's one badly injured one standing in front of PBJ.
Are they all... How close to me are they?
They're about 15 feet away from me.
Stupid. Can I dash up to... Are the two in front of me close to each other?
They're within 15 feet.
That's not close enough. I am going to...
No, so I mean, like, sorry. They actually would be... They're, like, close enough within 15 feet of you. So, like, if you dashed up, they're, like, would be, like, here and here, or, like, here and here.
Could
like,
I hit both
feet
of them within...
each other.
Oh, so if I'm going to dash between them and cast Sword Burst. And since there's 10 between them, they both have to make a dexterity save of 16.
Sick. Failure. They both fail.
So... One takes 6 damage, force damage, and the other one takes 7 force damage. I cast a bunch of swords that fling around me and knock them both.
Yeah, you run up. They both go. They like see you run up and they try and dodge, but these swords go and just spin around you. One gets impaled directly into the wall and dissipates as the sword dissipates, and it's impaled dead. And the other one dodges out of the way but loses a leg and is looking badly injured.
Keep
Johnny, that's your turn.
thing.
All right.
You keep leaving him with like 1 health left.
All right. Johnny's bored, so he's just gonna use my 40 feet of movement to just go smack the one that got poisoned, smack the one that's injured in front of PBJ, to hopefully off it, and then go and finish off the one without a leg on the ground, and then walk away. So,
all right, yeah.
I have 40 feet of movement. Do I have enough to go between the two?
You absolutely have enough room.
Okay.
The only reason that it didn't sword burst didn't hit both of them was because the other one was like 20 feet away.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could walk zigzag between the two of them.
Yeah.
First one's a 19 on the die, so it's a 26. Okay, 5 damage.
That hits.
It's great doing unarmed strikes. I don't even have to roll for damage. I just know it does 5. And the second one is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah,
he's also dead.
5.
Yeah.
And then I just walk down the hall.
You guys watch Johnny bat the first one in front of PBJ, splat him against the wall, and he falls forward dead. And then you see him backhand the one with not even his claw, and he hits the wall. His head hits the wall, breaks his neck as on the rebound, and he's dead. And Johnny walks down the hall.
You guys better keep up. We're losing time with this.
You guys are out of combat. That took maybe 12 seconds to do. Obi, because you're standing in front of the family who disappeared, you see that none of them, you kind of like guys have just destroyed all hope for any of them to come at you guys. So they're all kind of just hiding, and there's no more kobolds anymore.
So Ophi's gonna.
You guys. No, sorry, you go.
Ophi's gonna call out to. Do we know each other's names, or other than just like the announcement? Like, do we know each other at all? Haven't really interacted yet.
I think you just know. No, I don't think any of you would know each other. And then
Johnny would have tried.
You guys would just
know the people on the ship, at least in passing. Like, just say hello to people, so he's keeping track of everyone who's on the ship.
So you guys would definitely know Johnny's name then. Yeah, you guys would definitely know Johnny's name, but the only time you would have heard Waxy and PBJ's names was through the announcement of the team.
Okay, so Ophi would actually like call out to Johnny Claw. Hey, hey Johnny. What's the end goal here? I don't want to just like come in and kill some kobolds and stuff. I mean, if that's like the end of the mission, that's fine. But like, what are we doing here?
Waxy would like kind of walk in between the two of them as this question is asked, like just kind of like scuttle in between and just go, to get riches and fuck bitches, let's go.
Egan comes up and puts his arm around Ophi. It was just like, that shield spell was incredible. And so Waxy was like, you're terrifying. I was like, but that was incredible.
I'll tell Ophi that like, I don't really want to like fight these guys either, but like, you ripped my pants and then they just attacked us. So like, I don't know. I kind of just like hit them. I didn't hit them that hard. I was just like, and then they exploded. Like, but we're trying to get money. There's usually treasure in these dungeons. You talk to that family I saw, so hopefully they leave us be. I don't like bullying the weak. Like, if there was a dragon, then yeah, I'm going to charge and fight that. Even if he says like, "Hey, want some tea?" Like, no, I'm trying to fight. But like these little kobolds, they're like, you can't punch down. You got to punch up. You know.
Ophi, like
you hear little kobolds in the background go, "I got room." No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen.
Witch bolt.
It's just really funny.
I think Ophi responds. Okay. I just think that it's not really the best plan to just steal from. I usually just go into ruins that are abandoned. What if this is like these people's access to wealth? Like, do we really want to rob these people? Is that?
I am a pirate, so yes.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want to cause physical harm on these people, but like, yes.
But
I can't farm in the water. There's no land to till in the ocean. So I got a boat, and I take from people in these ruins who are exorbitantly wealthy. Even if we are taking from them, there's no way we could take the amount of wealth these ruins can hold. It's just taking like a fraction. It's reappropriating. They're basically hoarding the wealth of these ruins. So we would take
So
it.
I just want to point out. I just want to point out that Ophi and Egan, I told you guys you've worked with these guys before. this is like a trading company. They go into these places and then they sell the stuff. This is like almost like an adventurers guild, like it's like a storefront. This is like how they do these things, right?
Right.
So,
no, Ovi
like,
knows
this is
what
just a
he's
way to make
actually
him
doing. He's just like
Oh,
always
okay,
questioning
okay.
it. He's like, why are we
Gotcha,
doing
gotcha.
this?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted I was like, was I make something unclear? I was just like, you guys know what you're doing here.
Waxy had this whole time continued to just walk forward through the cave. How far has she gotten?
At this point, you've gotten at least like 80 feet in. Actually, I don't know. You're really slow. I guess no. Yeah, you made it actually all the way in. You've made it to the deepest part of the dungeon at this point with this whole conversation going on. You stand in front of huge iron wrought doors. There's a huge. You walk into this huge cavern, and there are these thick iron doors standing in front of you.
Okay. What do I have to? Could I? What would it be to open
You should
it?
knock first. Don't be rude.
Definitely not gonna knock.
No one else is around you, so whatever you want to do.
Well, would I have to roll something to try and, or I guess, yeah, check if it's locked first.
Yeah, you walk up and the door opens.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
There's no like ceremony. The door just kind of and just swings open.
Yeah, Waxy would turn around and do Awakened Mind and send a, or actually, can I just do Sending? Or I'll do Awakened Mind and tell. Oh wait, no, but I'm probably further than 30 feet, right?
I started
yeah,
out
you're
down the hall
definitely
too,
30
so
feet.
I don't know how far I made it before our conversation started.
Did you stop to talk to Ophi? Or did you keep going?
Yeah, I
Because
would have
everyone
stopped.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If we can
so
walk
yeah, you're
and talk.
farther than 30 feet.
Okay, then Waxy would turn and go, yeah, just turn me door and then walk in without anyone else.
You guys, there's a ghost.
Yeah.
You want to go check that out?
It turns into PvP. You guys kill Waxy.
Session 1.
It's actually a real ghost.
Yeah, I think Ophi
Yeah, you guys find.
would look at Egan and just say, race you to the door, and then just start sprinting.
Johnny heard race and he just took off. Like just like a dog. Like he saw other people running and he just zoomed off. He didn't know why. He saw they were having fun and he joined in.
Casts shape water in front of Opie to freeze a patch in front of him, and then keeps running.
Does Waxy
Make a dexterity saving throw, Opie.
No.
Does Waxy see anything in the cavern before they arrive?
Yeah, make a perception check.
All right.
I don't like this. Dave's is a big evil company guy who's gonna kill us poor workers like an alien.
I only got 9.
I'll tell you this before you roll.
Yeah.
You got a 4.
As I fall, then I'd like to cast Mage Hand and try to trip Egan.
Make a spell attack roll while you take 10 damage.
10
my God.
damage!
You just take 4 damage. You take 4 damage.
I'm gonna start tripping people with ice more often.
Yeah, right.
While the three of them are racing, can I roll to like basically go into stealth and kind of like just walk past them before they get into this?
Yeah, roll to hide. Roll stealth.
You're gonna have to move real fast to outspeed Johnny Claw.
Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, you're hidden. You don't pass Johnny because he's very fast. But yeah, you miss. I mean, what's your guys' passive perceptions?
What is that? 10 plus wisdom?
10 plus your perception.
15. So yeah, I don't notice him.
It's 10.
Yeah, I have 9.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys you have a passive perception of 9.
Yeah, I have a -1 to perception.
No, I don't think anyone notices you as you just kind of like walk on by. stealthily. What did your spell attack roll get?
15.
What's your armor class with mage?
I have mage armor on, which gives me 16.
Damn it!
Yeah, so you go to mage hand, and the illusory armor just pushes your mage hand back, and you don't trip. He sprints ahead as you fall flat on your face.
I'd like to imagine the armor just kind of slaps the hand.
Yeah, like the nice caresses that were caressing him as he was running, just go, and then goes back to caressing him the whole time. Waxy, you walk into the room, and it is a huge room, just like on opening. You see designs on the wall. You see huge kind of like rotting tables of wood. It's like everything's like covered in dust, and it's very old in here. Right at the back of the room, between two pillars, floating is a huge blue orb, just kind of like pulsating with like light.
Waxy 100%.
What did your
What?
Okay, do you perception check? What did you get in your perception?
I rolled a 7, but I also want to do an Arcana check / insight check on the orb.
Okay, yeah.
Orb.
Give me an Arcana check. Everyone else has kind of reached up to this room at this point.
Yeah, I also want to do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can do a perception or an Arcana check.
I look at the wizard.
Arcana or perception.
History? Yeah, go for it.
I got a 21.
I got a
For what?
19
Arcana.
on Arcana.
Okay.
Well, I can do Arcana
Okay.
or...
Oh wait, no, I'm just gonna cast Identify.
Insight.
I'm just gonna cast Identify.
That's silly.
I'm going to do...
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, do any of you wizards, can you figure out what this is? Do your spell thing? I see
While
you.
you're doing that, Egan's
Yeah.
definitely like almost putting his face to it. Just
17 on history.
All right. Well, okay. Let's go in order of this. PBJ, we'll start with you. You see on the walls, you kind of see depictions of war. This is something interesting to you because there's no kind of like history of war in streams. But you see like kind of just like humans and Ganassi type people seem to be like fighting just like other kind of like Tabaxi people, and like they're just like it's a big what stands out to you most is the Ganassi people and the human people like suppressing other people, which is kind of like known based off of how Samela and Amnela works, but this depiction of war you find is intriguing. Okay, so Egan, you got a 21 Arcana?
yeah.
What did I don't know what Johnny was doing. Waxy, what did you roll?
I got a natural 1 for Arcana, but a 17 for Insight.
Okay. You don't notice anything going on. You're like, ooh, this is a blue shiny orb. I like it. It's pretty sick.
Waxy 100%.
Johnny, did you roll for anything?
Johnny knows he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He knows he's basically just here as hired muscles. But I'll give the help action to anyone that wants it to try to like assist. Knowing that I wouldn't be able to figure out what's going on here. I would try to help someone else in whatever investigations they're doing. So,
okay.
I guess Waxy, since you just got a nat 1, I'll give you the help action on that nat 1 so you can re-roll it.
Rad. Thank you.
Okay. And then Ophi, what are you doing?
I'm casting Identify on the orb. The blue glowing orb.
Okay. What is your new roll, Waxy?
19. Also, like, before everyone
19?
got into the room, Waxy 100% would have, I mean, I guess depending on the 19 roll, like, just gone and touched the orb, probably foolishly.
Okay. You
Don't die
the
again,
orb.
Jug.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. What?
What did the 19 tell me about it?
Oh, the 19 told you this is an orb. This is some really cool artifact from days past. You don't know what it is. It's just is this. What is strange to you is that this is not something you would find in a lesser ruin normally. But you don't know what it is. But you go up and touch it. Nothing happens when you touch it. Egan, you got a 21 on the Arcana, right?
Yes, I think he did.
I think he did too. Egan, I don't know if he's listening right now. You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. With that 21 Arcana, this is a alarm. You feel the magic pulsating off of it, telling you this was an alarm set up a long time ago. Your time magic, you look at it, reach into yourself, reach into the time past, and you see someone setting up an alarm here. And that's what this kind of room is. On that identify spell, Ophi, you get it just tells you yes, the identify spell. It just goes I can't copy that. This is the orb of alarm set up. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. I did not plan for the identify spell to be used.
Dirty
which
boys,
obviously that was a mistake on my part. Give me 1 minute.
Waxy's snooze, snooze, snooze.
Okay. It goes, yes, the Orb of Alarm, an ancient artifact set up by the scholar Pappy Russ in an effect to create an event where the people may notice an alarm going off, and so that they may attack. As you say that, Egan, you notice this alarm. You notice that it's an alarm. Waxy, you have already touched this. Everyone give me a new perception check.
Great.
Thanks, Wax.
23.
Thanks, Horny Grandma.
Egan just looks over his shoulder and he's like, Ophi, you sense that?
At 20.
Nat 20. You hear screams outside. First, there is so much sound going outside that there are screams happening outside of the ruins right now. You're deep underground, but they're echoing, and you can hear them.
Wait, something's happening
coming from the ship.
From the ship?
Outside.
Oh,
from the
shit.
ship. Something is happening outside on the ship.
Does anyone hear? Does anyone hear this but me?
Egan got a 5.
No, you hear it, and then. Okay, Ian, you hear nothing. Actually, you are noticing that when you touch the parchment, it crumbles as you touch it. So you're like, ooh.
Me and my familiar are almost smelling this together.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny notices it too.
I rolled a 10.
Anyone who got above a 20 perception notices it.
Who?
Never Egan.
Can any of you spell people communicate magically? Message the captain, see what's going on out there.
Yeah, Wax,
we're too far for message.
Oh, no, I mean sending too, but
Oh.
Johnny's not that smart. Just any magical communication I meant, not message.
How many spell slots do you have, Waxy?
2.
Okay, all right. I meant to tell you this. Wait, what have you used? You've used...
The other one's a cantrip.
Poison spray's a cantrip.
I know, you used... I know, but you... Okay, and then... Okay, then you didn't do anything beforehand, too. I also forgot to tell you that we will be using the... this is a little insight into what Dave's character is. We will be using the homebrew rule where your spell slots equal your proficiency bonus. So you actually have 3.
Nice. Okay.
It's actually super neat. It's real. I love it. Good for Garrett and Gray, letting warlocks be able to cast spells more.
It sucks. I don't have any like first or anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I can cast sending.
Okay. You cast sending. Who are you sending to?
Did you take the invocation to get sending? I don't think it's a warlock spell normally. Is it? I don't know. Because if you have that invocation, it's free. You don't have to use a spell slot.
Oh no, I don't have the invocation.
Okay.
I don't think so. At least I don't really know how to check that. Wait. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Anyway.
You took an amulet, didn't you? That's what you said.
What do you mean?
Oh, if he's the pendant warlock, he can't get it. You need to be a tome warlock.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think I'm tome.
Did you have the book, or did you get?
Oh, you told me talisman. You told me talisman. So unless you change it to tome.
No, I'm talisman.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm sorry for the confusion.
Nah, you good. So I cast sending, and to the captain. Have I been informed that we hear screams?
I don't know. Have you?
I'll say that something's going on up there, and that we should check in.
Okay. So I'd be sending to the captain and be like, "Hey there, Sugar Puff. Just checking, make sure everything's okay. Hit me back on my cell. Peace."
You don't get a response back.
I would turn to the party and go, "He did."
Johnny takes off, literally full sprint.
Was I still hidden for this?
Yeah, if you wanted to be still hidden, you could be hidden the whole time.
Okay, as soon as I heard the screaming, I think I would have just kind of ducked out and disappeared down the hall, like, thing that way, but, like, not full speed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're gonna reach the entrance beforehand, before everybody else. I will tell you this: you see Modi before the sending spell gets cut off. Before the sending spell gets sent out, you see Modi impaled on a harpoon that came from above.
It's a good thing I didn't write his name
see...
down because he's dead.
That's all I'm going to say now for what's going on. That's what you see immediately stepping outside. Is everybody else following?
Ophi is. I'm just gonna turn to Egan and be like, "Do you want to continue exploring? Should we go help? I don't know.
There's no more ruins to explore. This is the end of the ruins.
Okay, if this is the end of the ruins, then he's gonna Ophi's gonna cast shape earth to shape like the sphere inside like a small like rocky box, and then just like grab the box in hopes that like whatever alarm would be made is now silenced or stuffed inside the stone box, the earthen box. And then he's gonna run off and start running towards the outside.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, what is everyone else doing? Is everyone else taking off? Johnny, I know you already said you took off. Waxy, you do that.
Waxy would like crack her fingers, and then utilizing both like using your action as doubling your walking, and then on top of that doing how was it? Feline agility. I would run at 120 feet per 6 seconds and just fly to the ship.
By fly, you mean use your
Johnny,
skin.
Johnny, you are sprinting. You are running fast. You see Waxy pass you. She's like with her walker.
I'm imagining that I'm hearing their
Catch up
skin
to you
flaps
and
smack
gone.
against each other as they're like full on cat sprinting down, just like a real
You're like,
fleshy,
you're like, there's a fucking dragon coming after me.
Oh god.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to do while still in hiding from like the edge of the cave, seeing going down outside. One, I would like to pull a pebble out of my pocket, do another what do they call it? Another magical tinkering. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like red. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna do the message one and basically be like, everyone's dead outside, can't see what's happening. And then ready in action to, as soon as I see another one of our people come down, like throw it their way, so like have like a.
So I just want to say, I want the whole party to see this, so I don't have to explain it multiple times, which is why I didn't say what's happening to you just yet. That's what you see immediately, but you do see what's happening outside, just so you know. I just want to do what's happening all at once. If that changes your plan.
Basically, from stealth, I'm still in stealth. I'm basically recording the message on the pebble and then kicking the pebble down the thing so that next party member to walk by can hear it prepared.
Correct.
Then the second thing that I want to do is while I'm waiting, we all hear the investigation thing, or did just Sophie get that information?
The identify.
You didn't hear anything. Just Ophi heard. Oh, just Ophi's spell became identify.
Okay, so just Ophi got that information.
So just Ophi got the identify spell. Just Egan got the Arcana check. And you heard the screams, so you sprint off before they could talk about it. So you didn't hear any of that.
Okay,
If they talked about it.
I would like to do real quick is do an investigation check. Basically, we were just in a room. I know there's some weird war stuff going on, so I'd like to basically investigate, compare the pictures and stuff and with history. What's happening?
Okay. I'll tell you right now that nothing's going to add up. It's not. Okay. There's no history or anything that you see that's going to happen. So no roll required. What you see is happening. I'm just going to say it. Everyone comes up to the entrance of the ruins. You guys get PPJ's message. It says don't come up. Are you guys are going to come up, or what are you going to do?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't say don't come up. I just like warning.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So you guys get the message. Moby's dead. Stuff. A bunch of stuff is going on. You guys come up and you see a hellscape. There are clouds, dark storm clouds have gathered on the horizon all around you, and flitting off in the distance are little specks. Right from the get-go, you think that they are like kind of ash, but then on closer investigation, you see their little ships flying around. And then you come up, see Modi with a harpoon coming through him. You see more harpoons coming from those ships flying around, and the ship you guys came in on completely decimated. There's some life rafts going around and just getting saved. Some people are able to escape. But as you guys come up immediately and just see all this carnage coming around you, you see the sky split, the clouds part, and a giant airship comes from the sky down and starts to send out more ships and scavenge your ship and everything that's happening around there. Everyone give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Great.
21 again, I think. Yeah,
Can
21.
I do like history or something instead to see if I like know what kind of ship this is?
Also,
You can do history, sure.
what is
okay.
the level of the airship? Like, is it like
It's
substantially
coming from
above
the
us?
sky. Oh, it's substantially above you. Yeah, it's coming from the sky. Like, it's like stratosphere, like not stratosphere, but it's like it's coming down. It's substantially above you, and it's way bigger than you guys.
Okay,
13%.
Okay.
I got a 21. Also, can I roll history with advantage because I'm old as shit?
No. Anyone can give me a history or a perception check.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, Ovi
Also
got
knows.
a 15 on history.
I got
Opie.
I got a
Opie, you
25 on history.
25 on history? Shit. Okay. Opie, you don't know anything from this. This is completely brand new. This is so weird. This is nothing you guys have ever seen. PBJ, same for you. You definitely don't know what's going on. Both Johnny and Waxy, you guys see the ships coming down, and you can see the crew on the ships, and they are human, but they're not human, if that makes sense. Like, they're still alive, they're people, but they're not like the humans that you know. They are a little scaly, if anything. Egan, on that 25 history check, you remember a painting on a lesser ruin that you guys dived into near Submela. And there was a humanoids on there that didn't add up right away. What it looked like to you at the time was it was a Ganassi and a human shaking hands and like making a pact. You, on that 25 history check, I'll say this. You also see the type of humanoids on that boat. That history check tells you this is what that person looked like in that painting that you saw on Submela. This is almost exactly the same thing that you saw.
Okay.
So you see the humanoid but kind of scaly look.
Can we see
you guys?
Yeah. None of us. None of the
No,
else. No one else can see this now, or or Egan.
No. So anyone who got above a 20 can see the humanoids. On the 25 history check, he gets to see both the humanoids and have that connection.
Okay.
So you guys don't see anything. You guys kind of just see the carnage that's going on. As you guys, really quick, before you do anything, say anything else, Johnny, you guys notice Moby kind of comes to life really quick. He goes, take a boat, run! And you guys can pull up a lifeboat and kind of like attempt to get into it and like try and get away.
How big are these smaller ships that are like flying down?
They're probably about your guys' boat size, if not maybe a little smaller.
Like the boat we came in on, like a.
Yeah, it's like an armada is coming down on the ground. There is nothing you guys can do. There's no shenanigans that's going to happen. Nothing you guys can do. You will take on a full air navy if you do this.
No, I just thought they were like little like platforms. I was just gonna jump on one and. Okay.
No, it's a full boat. You guys see like a what is it? A battleship, basically, like come down like from the sky. It's a fucking mess out there, and none of you have ever seen anything like this before.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get everyone. I want to take a lifeboat, and I want to do the Pirates of the Caribbean thing, where we turn it over, we have air in it, and we're gonna walk on the bottom, so that we're not like up for them to see. We're gonna like walk underneath.
Opie's gonna turn to Egan and be like, while this is like, what this is happening is like, he's like, do you know anything about what's happening with them?
I remember an old painting where the same weird human people were shaking hands with the Ganassi, but besides that, I got nothing.
Do I know this painting?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely went together.
Okay.
Remember that time I burned my eyebrows off?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that painting. Okay.
It was on the left.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Next to the Medusa that we had to cut her head off before we cut the snakes off. Okay.
Yes.
He he would like to cast Disguise Self as one of those things. And he is going to say, Egan, prepare for Operation Kirby.
Egan's like, you're so smart, and also cast Disguise Self as one of those guys.
Waxy would see this and also turn into one of them, but not by using Disguise Self.
Egan again goes, technically you're terrifying.
She would definitely like old lady wink. You know when like an old lady winks at you and your heart just like overflows, like that type of wink.
Egan's unsure about you.
And then Ophi's gonna turn to both Johnny and PBJ and say, if we get caught, we'll just fake it that you guys captured us, and then we'll try to figure out a way out on the ship, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let's hope that this doesn't go wrong, though. 'Cause...
Are we sure we don't want to infiltrate the ship? We could say that there are prisoners and that we're taking them on board.
Ophi says I thought about that too, but...
How would we explain us not being on a flying ship?
Egan, do you remember anything about that painting?
Oi. Darling, there's no guarantee these people speak common.
Well, I can just telepathically communicate with them in their own language.
There's no guarantee that they telepathically. Might be a red flag, mate.
Yeah, but
Egan says, let's get out of here. Snag that boat.
And I'll take care of the boat. I have proficiency in water vehicles, so I can get us out of here.
Are we like sailing, or are we doing your Pirates of the Caribbean
Either
idea?
way, I'm proficient in water vehicles. So.
You guys cannot do the Pirates of the Caribbean idea. The only person that could do the Pirates of the Caribbean idea is Johnny, because you guys are in the middle of the fucking ocean, and there's no land around you besides
Egan has
island.
zero desire to be underwater like that, so we're gonna be in a bit of fire.
Okay. You guys start to get off on this getaway on the boat. Start to just kind of like get away as fast as possible. You see the battleship kind of like opens up, takes in a bunch of water and the ship, and a whole bunch, some of the other people land on the small island, and then just kind of, it just rises back up with like, it's salvage almost. And there is no evidence that anything happened there as you guys sail away. The boat leaves, and you got, after about an hour of sailing, you can kind of see that the sky's clear and it looks like nothing happened. There's no humans left, there's no bodies left, there's nobody there. Everything's clear and open sailing.
Do we kind of know what direction we're going?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to
roll.
direct us to like an old, like if I know any like Glyph fleet, like safe havens that they can go to if their ships get damaged that like we have out in the ocean. I want to like go towards one of those.
I'm going to need everybody to make a survival check.
I do that with advantage.
Ophi definitely does.
That's a nat 20.
That's also a nat 20 for me.
Oh my god, yes!
I rolled a 19, so I have an 18.
Okay, this is why I gave this to Greg. I have one more scene I'd like to pull out that I wasn't sure was going to happen, because it needed a nat 20, and it could happen at any point. Can we do this tonight?
Got a 15.
I got a nat 20 too.
Oh, sick. Okay, this is great. This is great. I was hoping this would happen first session. You
I feel like we're gonna die. I feel like this was a bad nat 20.
Yeah.
You guys sail away on this island, and after kind of an hour or so of sailing, or a few hours of sailing at this point, you guys run aground of a small island. You guys can see off in the distance, a little bit off the coast of the Cradle, but it's not close enough that you guys would be able to swim there or anything, so you need to get on your boat. It's a little safe haven for all intents and purposes. It's green. There's no ruins here. There's some trees. It looks really safe. I'll need everyone to roll initiative.
Are there any of the only
To roll
natural
initiative.
sharks there?
It looks really safe. Roll initiative.
Ray, are there-
19 or 18. 18.
21? Oh, no, 20. 20.
What's up?
One, are we rolling initiative right now, you said? I didn't catch that.
Yes.
All right, and then 2, are there any of sharks' only natural predators here?
The coconut tree?
Ooh, yeah, coconut.
Yes, there are absolutely tons. This is a relative like oasis. Like if it was in the desert, but it's on the ocean near a tundra of wasteland, basically. So like in the distance, you can see the swirling hell that is the cradle, and like the cold mountains and everything. But this is a nice paradise.
I also got an 18.
Yeah. Okay.
I also got an 18.
What are your all's dexes?
A +1.
So Opie got an 18. And then... Okay, and then you have a +4 to your dex?
You know it, baby.
We are wild.
Okay. Waxy. You got also an 18, or did you get a 19?
I got an 18, but...
But
+1.
Waxy has
Okay.
the best dex.
Okay. And then, Egan, you rolled an 18?
Yes, and I have the second best dex.
Oh my god, we all rolled
What'd you get?
18s. So we're all
This Artie Boy just got a
disguised-
new member.
We're all disguised as these like scaly human people, and we just like do the spider. Like initiative comes and we do the Spider-Man thing.
Okay. Egan, what's your dex? Give it a second.
+3.
So it doesn't matter. +3, great. BBJ, what'd you get?
17.
17? Okay, 17. And then, Johnny, what'd you get?
Oh, I got a 20 again.
Okay. Johnny. 20. Okay. Sweet. As we land on this place, just waves coming in. It's a nice wasteland. You guys see a bunch of little slimes come out of the woods. You guys see slimes, like not like oozes, but they're just like little balls of goo. They're little balls of goo. They got eyes. They're a little shiny.
All right.
Oh my god!
Johnny, you're the first to go.
Oh my god.
There's 5 of them.
I don't have Metal Slash. I don't know what you want me to do here. I'm gonna do an insight check. Do they look hostile?
They look like they might attack. They're definitely not going to flee.
I looked at the party. What's the move here, guys? Are we gonna fight these liquid metal things?
Egan's definitely tossing like a baseball size of just magic. Like he's ready to roll.
right.
Waxy would say, Waxy would be like, I should try and telepathically communicate with them and see if they're friendly.
Okay. All right. Johnny will wait for that to happen, but he does reach back to where like his great club is, except a giant sawfish bone greatsword materializes out of his tattoo, and he just draws this massive greatsword that's just a giant jagged bone contraption with like all sorts of like magic things like that look like my tattoos carved into it.
That's fucking incredible. I love that.
It's sick. It's sick. Okay, so
Magic
are you holding your
tattoos,
action?
baby. Yeah, since we said we try to communicate, I will hold my action.
Okay.
Already my
That's you,
action.
then.
If they
Okay.
attack, I will fight back. Like already my action to do that.
Okay, Waxy, you're up next.
Yeah, so Waxy uses, what whatchamacallit, awakened mind to communicate with one of the slimes. Whatever. Can I roll a perception check to see if I can distinguish the head slime?
Roll a perception check.
The King Ooze.
King Ooze.
The king slime. A king slime pops out of a big giant slime pops out, and he's wearing a crown.
Well, I got a nat 20, so
Yes.
None of these guys are the leader. They all kind of just like oozed out of nowhere.
okay. So telepathically, we'll actually be like, trying to think, what term of endearment you would use for them. She would go like, "Oh, hey there, little sweet things. You guys looking cute as hell. What's going on here? Sorry we stumbled upon your island. We're just looking for refuge."
Yeah, well, the one goes, actually, you know what? No, it doesn't say anything. They just kind of look at you with like bright eyes, smiles on their face, and they just kind of ooze. They like jump up and down.
Wax would go, "Is it okay that we're here? We don't mean any harm."
One looks about ready to cast a spell on you.
The slimes can cast magic?
Waxy would then, forgetting to turn off
magic.
would forget to turn off Awaken Mind and go, "All right, fuck this shit," and would cast, or actually would run forward to within 10 feet of all 5 of them, and then cast Shatter.
You don't have.
You cast Shatter. You cast Shatter, and nothing happens to them.
Wait, what? Aww. Well, that was a waste of a spell.
The spell goes off, and like it just kind of bounces off of them.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm dead. Bye, everyone.
Oh, actually, I will say this actually on a nat 20 perception, because I forgot you got that. These are immune to magic.
Oh, okay, so
I would know that on nat 20 perception. You would know that. You would have known that.
Even magic that causes like basic damage, like force or slashing.
If you can move it to cause the force damage, it would take it. But
Yeah,
just
so it's
having
still
a damage.
magical.
Okay, having the spell itself cause force damage is magical itself.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yes. Yep.
So then, backtracking. Or wait, would poison spray be magic damage, or would that be poison
Yep.
damage?
Yeah, it's anything that
poison.
comes
It's from a
from a
spell,
source
doesn't
of magic. Yeah. It's
Okay. So then,
Yep.
never mind. So yeah, Waxy would still say "fuck this shit," but take out her slingshot and fire a boulder.
Boulder. Okay. Make an attack roll.
All right. Does a 9 hit?
No, it
God
does
damn.
not.
All right.
Yeah. Johnny, do you want to take your action because you held it, or?
Yeah, since I was, I said I was waiting for that communication to go through. So did Waxy tell us that they're immune to magic?
Yeah, Waxy would have said that.
Okay. So Johnny's gonna go into a rage. His tattoos start like pulsing, and he starts glowing. The runes on his sword start glowing, and he just charges at these guys and starts swinging his sword around, which is not magical for those at home. It's just a sword.
All right. Roll your attacks.
First one is a. Do I give additions to my attack too when I rage? Or just damage. Looks like
I
just.
think just damage.
Okay, so that's a 23 to hit. Then.
Misses.
Ooh, all right. So I'll take
It
my.
bounces
second-
off of it.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Now I get to do. Also, I couldn't do it this turn, but these guys are immune to magic damage or immune to magic.
They're immune to magic.
So I wouldn't be able to mark it.
No.
Okay, good to know.
For what it's worth, Egan sees your first one miss, and I activate Chronal Shift, so you get to re-roll that miss.
Ooh. Okay, so the second one does 13 damage.
Dead. You swing your saw blade, cleaves it in half, it's gone.
All right, and then using time shenanigans to go back and fix the first one. That's a nat 1, so.
You'd miss.
Yes, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all.
One of them's dead. One of them's already gone. He kind of like oozes and disappears into the grass. Egan, that's you.
I am going to dash up behind Johnny Claw and cast Fortune's Favor on him.
Oh, you're already using that?
It's a second level spell and I have 3 slots, so go ahead and have it, baby.
I know, but the component cost is what we had talked about before.
I forgot it has a component cost. Never mind. We retract that statement. What can I do that is useful? I really got a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna... I have a -3 strength modifier.
You would do -2 damage, you'd heal
Yeah, I'm not...
Also means he'd have to roll a nat 20 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he would still do -2 damage.
Yeah.
Literally would heal them, I'd hit them so softly.
Yep.
After whatchamacallit, seeing the other ones die, Egan's just gonna shout behind Johnny Claw and be like, if the rest of y'all don't want the same thing, I'd get out of here, and try to persuade them to run away.
Make a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
They kind of just look at you and they
Figured.
and they just kind of sit there. Yep.
That's all I got.
They heard you do something. They heard you say something. Is that your whole turn? I assume that's turn. Ophi, that's you.
Ophi is... So what else is around here? Like, aside from these slimes, what's around here?
Some coconuts. Natural position. I mean, it's a nice open island. Pick up and
there's nothing that would attract us to be here.
No, not really. Besides a nice restful area.
Oh, yeah. Ophi's just gonna he's just gonna go back to the ship, and he's just gonna be like, I don't think that this is worth it. I can't hit these guys. So Johnny, it's all on you, and I got nothing to help you. So
you can give him the
fine
help
with
action
that.
for his next attacks.
he'll give it. Yeah, that's what he'll do. He'll give him the help action.
I love the idea of this college kid do this for me, pirate boy.
He's not even college. He's not even in college yet. He's a high school.
Ooh, even better.
He's not saying do it for me. He's just like you got
Yes,
this.
yes, you got this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then he'll go back to he'll start heading back to the ship. Yeah.
Okay, cool, tight. The slimes are gonna go. One of them's dead. Well, the first one is going to cast Firebolt at you, Ophi, as you walk away.
Hey. Yeah, I got a 17. Don't I go?
No.
Oh, okay.
They rolled an 18.
I wanted to double check.
Everyone got an 18
I'm
for
aware.
this combat.
Everyone got a fucking 8.
Everyone got an 18. The slimes have a +0 to Dex. They still got an 18 on the die.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the first one's gonna cast. You see a little bit of fire come on top of its head, and as you walk away, Ophi, it's gonna shoot you.
I'm gonna cast. This is a spell attack, right?
Before you
attack,
do
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
does it get disadvantage since I'm nearby? Does it get disadvantage since it's a range attack and I'm like in the middle of them?
No, because it's not aiming at you.
I thought it was just got disadvantage if someone.
I didn't think so. I thought it was just in. I think my brother looked it up when we.
Okay.
And I think it's just a range attack. Is if you're attacking the person within 5 feet, it's disadvantage. What are you casting?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast my last first level spell slot on shield.
What's your AC?
It's now 18.
It hits still. It bypasses that. What am I doing? You're going to take.
How squishy are you?
What?
I said, Ophi, how squishy are you?
You take 8 points of damage from a firebolt that just kind of fires off. The next 3 are going to attack Johnny. Miss.
Wasn't there only 2?
Miss.
No,
Oh yeah,
there's
there were
5.
I killed one.
the other 2 are gonna no, because there's 5. There were 5.
Oh, there was 5. Okay, so I
You killed
misheard you. That's mine.
Yeah. Yep. So all 3 missed you with their slime attacks. They like kind of jump and try to hit you, and then they fall back. And then PBJ, that's you.
Okay. I just pull out the crossbow and just be like, all right, no.
All right, make your attacks.
It's a nat 19, so it's a 25.
That hits.
Okay. 7 damage,
One of them is looking hurt.
and I disappear.
I have 1 attack. That's right. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Johnny, it's your turn again.
Only a
All right.
13 to hide.
Okay.
Okay, so I have the help action on 1 attack,
Yep.
right?
Wait, Egan, did you do anything last turn?
No. I thought of something after, but was like, I won't retcon it.
You can give him the help action. You can give Johnny the help action if you want to.
Sure.
Okay.
Retroactively, I'll say that. So you have advantage on these 2 attacks.
All right. So the first one is a 20. What do I get? +7. A 25.
Hits.
All right. That is 12 damage. I want to
Dead.
attack the one that just got hit by PBJ.
Oh, you want to do that one? I wouldn't
Yeah.
do that one.
Okay,
I
so I'll do a different one.
You do a different one. Another one, fully dead.
Okay.
The guy that just hit you is dead. Dead.
All right. Second
Is it
attack.
Oh, okay. Is there?
There's
Okay.
3 left.
There's 3 left. Wait, would there be 2 left now? I thought I killed 2.
No, he killed 1.
Yeah, I killed. There was 5.
Oh.
My second
1 for
attack
each
was
of you.
only a 21.
That misses.
Even
With advantage, too?
Yeah, I got a 12 and a 14.
That's too bad. Waxy, that's you.
I'd just like to note that Gray said 1 for each of you, and I feel like that has meaning. But Waxy,
I think Greg knows what's up, and I think Garrett also knows.
I get the reference. I don't know what's up though.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I'm
If
going
you-
to be
if you
level
get the
20 at the end
reference,
of this
that's fine.
fight. basically what's happening.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna be level 20 at the end of this fight.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
But yeah, so Waxy would look at her slingshot and go, "Piece of shit, stupid thing doesn't work." Put it in her back pocket. Take out her blow dart gun, and go and maybe this will work. And go and do a blow dart. And that's a 22 to hit.
That misses.
Are you
I'm
shitting?
gonna cast my other chronal shift to help Waxy try to hit.
Waxy, you get to roll again.
How the hell does a 22 not hit?
Do better.
25 AC.
My last one.
Yeah, they
Nat 20. Thank you.
You got a nat 20?
What are the odds?
You shoot through 2 of them at the same time, and 2. There's only 1 left.
Yes. The thing is, it's. I won't say it.
Egan, that's you.
I'm gonna run up, holding my familiar over my head, and Mijos is going to cast Faint Howl, and all hostile creatures must make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Okay. Passes.
Damn it. And I'm immediately gonna Misty Step back out of the way.
Okay. Tight. Opie, that's you.
Opie's just he's got the boat ready. He's like, "You're doing great, Johnny Claw," and he's gonna give him the help action on his next attack. And he's gonna, he literally can't do any more than that, so he's just gonna cast light on the end of Johnny Claw's weapon, just to make it look cool. That's how he's giving him the help action.
Alright, tight. The slimes are gonna go?
The slime.
The slime is gonna go. He is gonna cast Firebolt.
I would like to take the dodge action.
What?
I would actually like to take the dodge action, though.
He's gonna cast Firebolt on Egan. He's gonna cast Firebolt on Egan. Egan, it hits you.
Even with my mage armor.
Even with your mage armor, you take 10 damage. Actually, you take 10 damage half to 5 because of your fire gun.
Fuck yeah, I do.
As it casts Firebolt and it hits you. Woo. PVJ, that's you. Last slime.
Did I successfully hide or no?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, we're just gonna shoot it again.
Go for it.
Now with advantage. 4?
No, that's 1 away. we'll say for time's sakes, because obviously that does hit. You can roll sneak attack damage. I didn't realize how squishy the party was, so I probably should have said the 20.
All of the squish.
Yeah, Opie literally can't hit, so...
I know. I realize that now.
Damage.
How much?
Egan is having a grand time not being able to cast spells.
8. Okay. Yeah, it looks really badly injured. Johnny, that goes back to you.
All right. Did I get the help action, or did you take the dodge action?
No. I'm still giving the. Oh wait. I think help action is a bonus action.
Only for some.
It doesn't matter. I can reckless attack it.
Okay, then yeah. No, I would probably have taken the dodge action.
All right. Didn't get on the first one.
Okay.
Did get it on a second one with the 26.
Nice. That hits. He's dead.
11, 15 damage.
All right, he's dead. Yeah, you guys have killed the. There's nothing else on this island. You pack it into the boat and make your way off to the cradle. Everyone levels up.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Love it.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys leave the island, you make your way to the cradle, and that's where we'll end today's session.
Okay.
If you didn't give the help action, Ophi,
I didn't hear anything you just said.
Me neither.
Oh, that's all right then. Never mind.
You said it's good to help
Was
that
that-
Sophie, and then yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is, I mean, it is fine.
Alright.
Everyone levels up.
Johnny will definitely say
Everyone's
we
level
should rest on the island before we head back out.
Yeah.
You can at least take a short rest on the island, on the way to the island, because it's in distance, so it's not that far away.
Oh, on a secret thing in the middle of nowhere.
You found no, it wasn't a secret thing in the middle of nowhere. Kind of well, I mean, it was a secret thing in the. In my notes, I said at least one person had to get a nat 20 on the survival check to get to this island. There's just going to be a nice free level up.
I see.
Can I get 2 so I can get the lightning speed?
No.
Every time we travel, do we have the opportunity to find an island like this?
Yes.
Ooh. It
depends.
doesn't matter what his
depends.
plan is. We're just going to go around
Yep.
survival checks.
So the way it works is that there is the way that traveling will work is, if you want to. I was going to go into this next session, but we'll go into it now. If depending on the type of ship you travel on, to get to where you want to go,
we're gonna.
What?
I don't think we need to
buy
stream by
stream.
streaming. Buy stream.
Bye, stream.
Later.